welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about my Sephora VIB sale recommendations. The Sephora VIB sale is fast approaching. For rouges, it actually starts April 26th and it goes till May 6th. And you'll get 20% off if you're a VIB Rouge, aka you spend way too much money at Sephora in a calendar year, like $1,000. For the VIB members, you get 15% off, so that's from May 2nd to May 6th. And then also from May 2nd to May 6th, the Beauty Insiders, which everybody is a Beauty Insider, you get 10% off your entire purchase. So it's a pretty big deal. It's a huge deal. I actually used to work at Sephora. I talk about it every time. It's like the most annoying thing, but it used to be a nightmare for me, just an absolute nightmare. I'm not gonna lie, because it was packed and like everybody knows about it. It's the time to buy because Sephora only has these sales like 2 times a year or something like that. So, oh, it's like the Super Bowl for makeup enthusiasts, okay? So I just want to talk about my recommendations because I'm known to kind of talk a lot of smack about a lot of brands, and sometimes it can be perceived that I don't like anything, and that might actually be the case, but I actually am going to show you guys some things that I do like and that I would recommend. A lot of these things are high-end because, as you know, Sephora doesn't really sell like low-end stuff or like affordable stuff. Most of it's going to send you into debt. So anyway, I'm going to talk about this stuff because I think a lot of people know I'm a drugstore girl. Like, the makeup I'm wearing today, it's like, I would say 75% drugstore. There's just, drugstore kills it time and time again. But there are some things that are worth splurging on. So let's get into it. First things first, I'm just gonna kind of go out of order here. There's no clearly defined plan for this video, just so we all know. Okay, so first thing that I would recommend is this Marc Jacobs. These are the, what are these called? Glam Glitter eyeshadows. They're super bougie looking. There is the back. And the one that I would actually recommend is called Gleam Girl. They come with these little stoppers, and then when you take it out, if I could get my fucking nails, please. When you take it out, it looks like that, and they're thebomb.com, okay? They're super, super glittery. And let me talk about a couple things first. So this is the only color that I would actually recommend at the present moment. So this is 82 Gleam Girl, and to me it's the only one that's like worth it. I have another one that I don't really like. It's called Flashlight, or Flashlight, I guess, and it's not that great. I really like this one. It's super glittery. It's just like one of those things you can almost throw on and just on your lid and then leave the house and you look amazing, okay? Here's it on my finger. These are super impactful and just packed with glitter. That's just one little swipe of it. So they're super shiny and they're just awesome. I love Marc Jacobs products. Like, that's where I'm gonna be stocking the Marc Jacobs section during this sale, just because I love all their products, and but they're just so expensive. So speaking of Marc Jacobs products, actually no, let me talk about one more thing first. This is another thing I would recommend, but it is a little bit different. So it's important to know the difference, okay? I don't know if this is, tell me this isn't just sold at Ulta, hold on. Okay, yeah, they're at Sephora. Okay, here's another thing that I would recommend. It's kind of on a similar, you could tell that the packaging's pretty similar with these, but they're different. So this is the Tarte, this is a chrome paint, and this is in the shade Beach Bay. I love the color of this because it's like that perfect, like you're on vacation. This is like my ideal color. If I see an eyeshadow in this color, like I physically can't walk away from it. I have to buy it. So this is different though because it doesn't have all that glitter. It's still super impactful, but it's more of like a just super foiled shade, as you can kind of see right there. So they're definitely different. Like this one just doesn't have the glitter. So if you are a glitter person, I really wish that Marc Jacobs would make this with glitter in it, but you know, sometimes beggars can't be choosers, and I'm definitely a beggar. So anyway, I would recommend that one also because it's just so cool. But these kind of things are only worth it if you find something like in the shade that you really like. So like for me, I love both of those kind of shades. So it's worth it to buy like a single eyeshadow like that, and since they're so impactful, it's worth it to me. So anyway, I really like those, but like I said before, I'm thirsty for Marc Jacobs. I love their products. For some reason, they just work for me, okay, so I've talked about this a million times. Some people that watch my channel regularly are gonna be, which is pretty much everyone that's gonna be watching this video, they're gonna be like, enough already, so I'll keep it short. Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, there ain't nothing better than this, let me tell you, okay? The most full coverage concentrated foundation you'll ever use in your entire life. It is the only foundation that I ever want to use. I do not need another one. I'm not looking for another one. I found my perfect one. It's this. It's so good. I wish I could have it in every friggin' shade, but I can't. So I am going to restock this shade, and I might buy one for when I'm really fair, because when I was fair, let me tell you, I have a gripe. It is impossible to find a good foundation when you're like porcelain skin fair. It's impossible. Impossible. For some reason, the chemistry is all wrong, and it's really hard to find a good foundation. So I feel like this would be the only one that could get it right, because I don't know. I mean, I'll go into that later. It's just not for today. Okay, it's just not for today. But I would recommend this. Try to find your shade. This is like something that I would probably go into store for, because they have a lot of shades, and try to find your perfect shade. And then this is a foundation that changed my life. It's just so worth it. There's nothing at the drugstore. Don't even try to find something like it. You will not find it. Okay. Moving along. So here's another foundation that I would recommend. If you don't like the Marc Jacobs, then this is another full coverage option. So this is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. So you just pop it out. It looks like that. This is definitely the best stick foundation that you're probably gonna find. Super full coverage, does feel really good on the skin. It's really good for photos. Both of those are really good for photos. No flashback, super full coverage. You're not gonna see a single imperfection on your face. You're a walking filter, okay? So this is really good if you want to look into something like this. I think I got a shade that's like way too yellow though, so just be careful of that. Don't be like me. This is something that I freaking love, and I just started using this. I got it in a BoxyCharm, but if you haven't tried it, or if you've been watching it from afar, you need to get this. It's so good. Best pore minimizing primer I've ever used by a country mile. This is the No Problem primer from Touch in Soul. So good. I use this over top a silicone based primer, so you can find that through Smashbox if you want to pick one of those up during the sale too. A lot of drugstore brands make silicone based primers, so I put a silicone based primer down first, and then I put this over it, and it's like velvet, but it is so good. It's so good. It is so good. It's not slippery, slidey. I don't know if that's a really good description or if people are gonna know what I'm talking about, but whatever. It's so good. You need to get it. That's a need, not a want. All the stuff's a need, not a want. Okay, just to be clear. So next thing, I'm sorry, this is like the most out of order thing I'm ever gonna do. So this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is like the old school one. Like, you're not gonna find a lot of people with these anymore, because they actually don't make them. I don't think they make them in the cardboard anymore. I think they only make them in like the hard packaging. I just have this to show you guys because they did just come out with this. This is a mini one. So if you're only interested in like certain shades, like a certain highlight and contour shade, this is the light. Then you can buy that individually. To be honest with you, I use this the most. And the reason why I use it so much though, it has a mirror by the way, but it's the most disgusting. I just don't take good care of this at all, even though I love it. I actually use every single shade in here, even this one. I use this to contour my body when I'm super tan. And I think I've used this for an eyeshadow before, honestly, which is just crazy. But yeah, so these two right here I use for setting my under eye. They're the best under eye setting powders. They're so good. The contour I always loved. Sometimes I can use this as a bronzer. Tried and true, the best. I feel like there's not a lot of people that don't have that already, but if you don't have it, go get it. Oh my god, somebody's driving a huge coach bus right by my, okay, weird. Okay, so next thing, kind of still on the topic of powders, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. The Laura Mercier translucent powder, the best setting powder, hands down, point blank, period, okay? The best. I can't find anything else really like it. I do want to try the Hourglass one. I do want to try that, so maybe I'll get that during the sale. But if you haven't tried this yet, it's truly the best. No flashback. It's hard to find powders that don't have flashback or they're like crepey or you know what I mean. So freaking good. And you know what? I gotta say something. This has the best packaging. This is what it looks like. And I don't want to show you the top, but this is what it looks like. You just tap it in, and there's some other ones that have like a closure and they're trying to be crafty and stuff. It's just like, you know, powder is always going to be messy, so this is to me the best way. It just is. So yeah, I just like that about it. And other powders have deterred me because the packaging is just all fucked up. So, all right, we're moving quick actually. Nice. So let's talk about, this is the only mascara that I would ever recommend that's like expensive probably. So this is again the Marc Jacobs. Here I am again. I'm like a sellout for Marc Jacobs. This is the Velvet Noir in black. And the wand on it is kind of like that classic, I guess, hourglass shape that a lot of like the most popular mascaras have. The only reason I would recommend this is because I really like the formula on it. I do feel like it's one of those that I don't feel like, if I wear it, I don't feel like I need to wear false lashes. I think it's so good. To me, I like the formula. It's super black. It doesn't clump my lashes up. I can kind of go over it like a million times, which is what I tend to do. And it's not a plastic, what's it called? There's not plastic bristles, they're natural bristles, so that for me makes the price justified. If any high-end mascara has a plastic wand, I'm like, see you later, nice try, scammer, you're level 50 crook, okay? That's what I think. But anyway, I think this is really good. I think it's one of the only ones that's worth it. But what I have to say is everybody hates my mascara recommendations. It's been an ongoing thing. I cannot recommend good mascaras, so I don't know. I just think it's so good. So if you want to, you know, if you want to venture into uncharted waters, you can try that based on my recommendation. Probably shouldn't be saying that. Okay, trying to go a little bit quicker here. So this is just a tried and true. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And it's truly one of the best things ever. I cannot find a brow gel that, like a clear brow gel that works as good. It really just cements them into place, and I have like crazy brows that go rogue on me. They're conspiring against me. So I've said this many times, and they're campaigning against me, truly. So anyway, this is the only thing that works. I can't find anything else that works. This is really good. I would definitely recommend, and that's probably something no, I probably won't pick that up because I have a lot left. But anyway, lip products, I have this. This is something that you need, and if you don't have it yet, then this is something that you absolutely need to pick up. So this is the Buxom Lip Gloss in Dominique. It's actually supposed to be a clear lip gloss, and it has like pretty, it's really shimmery. But yeah, it's supposed to be clear, but I always use it, so it's kind of turned a little bit pink. It's the lip gloss I'm wearing right now over top an Essence lipstick. Which is quite it's a crossover of the century. But this is so good. They're cooling. They say plumping. They're not plumping at all, really. They just kind of look more plump, but they do have a cooling effect. It's not something that stings though, like the Too Faced lip injection lip gloss, but this is so good. The best lip gloss I've ever found in my entire life. It can transform any lipstick, even a $2 Essence lipstick that I'm wearing, and turn it into a luxury looking lip product. Honestly, it's so good. It's when I used to work at Sephora, we get it. These were never in stock because somebody would ask me what I was wearing every single day. I was always wearing this, and they would buy it. It would sell out like constantly. I'm not trying to say that I shook up the nation, but I did. So anyway, I would definitely check this out. If you haven't tried that, it'll rock your world. Just okay. So the next thing I love is the Too Faced Melted Matte, and the one that I love specifically is the Child Star Melted Matte, and it's like a really nice kind of, let me do a swatch here. It's like a really cool toned nudie pink. It's right there. Duh, but so anyway, I just love it though. I think it's a great formula. I've been using that for years. That's like my third one actually, so that's saying a lot. Okay, says a lot. Here's another lip product that will change your world. It's the best red lipstick. I've talked about it a million times. I'm not gonna go into it, but this is the best thing ever. This is the Stila liquid lipstick in Fiery. It is like a cool tone red, and let me say, there is no better red lipstick in the world. It will change your life. It makes your teeth white. It stays on forever. It doesn't really transfer that much, and it just is tried and true. That's like my second one also. So you know I'm in the trenches here trying this stuff out, okay? Okay, here's another thing I would recommend. This isn't for everybody, but you know, if you want to try it and really experience a good eyeshadow palette, I would recommend, this is the VIBSALE palette in 01 Neutral Matte. So one thing VIBSALE used to do, they're kind of like a makeup artist brand, but they are a makeup artist brand. But one thing that they used to do was they would never mix up like shimmers in a matte palette. I think since then they've kind of started combining the two, but I like this because it is an all matte palette, so you're not getting like the crossover of shimmer shades and falling into your matte shades. So these are all true mattes. They blend like a dream. They're so good. They're high quality. If you ever want to experience a true high quality eyeshadow, this is really good. It's super expensive. It's like $80. But you know what? Every shade in here is good. I surprisingly use this a ton, even to this day, like, and when I do prom makeup and like when I do my own makeup, I reach for it and I'm just like, this is the best. I mean, it's so good. They're tried and true. They really are great shades. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you like the neutral shades, if you want a really deep black, if you want like a brown that's actually impactful and doesn't just fade away and just poof off into the distance, then I would check this out. It's super good, and that's all I'll say. So now I'm gonna get into some stuff that's not necessarily makeup related. It's like skincare, hair care, stuff like that. So you guys have seen this a million times and you're gonna be shocked because this is literally, they're both literally empty. These are the OLAPLEX shampoo and conditioners. Look at my shampoo. That's how much left I have. I am desperate for the Sephora VIB sale because those are two things I am without a doubt picking up. They're $28 each, but I cannot express how much they change my hair. I have never noticed a difference in my hair before using this. For a long time, you guys can see my hair is fucking bleach blonde, and when you do that to your hair, when you go this light, things happen. Things start to change. Your hair ceases to grow. So for many years, I was stuck right here, and especially when I started going really hard, really blonde, I was pretty much like, this is where my natural hair would end, right? Now my natural hair is probably, when it's straight, probably down to here. It's probably at my mid-back. Actually, it's probably longer than that. It's probably down here. It's never grown past my shoulders, and I can honestly say that now it is growing. I can't believe it. This is because it's a bond strengthener, so it like restores, repairs your hair, and it allows it to actually grow. To me, it's like priceless. I'll never be able to get off of this type of thing now, but I have to recommend it to everybody because it would not be in good faith if I didn't tell you guys about it, because it's something I struggled with for so long, is just having short hair, and sometimes I can literally wear my hair down. Like I never felt like I could used to be able to wear my hair down in public because I'm psycho, but now I feel like I can let it down and it's like long enough. I love it. I can put my hair in a ponytail and I have like a lot of hair hanging out the back of my ponytail. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know. Maybe other people aren't as neurotic, but changed my life. They just came out with another thing called the number 6, and it's something like a bond repairment thing. I'll let you guys know. I might get that too. But for now, I would definitely recommend the shampoo and conditioner. Insane. And the shampoo lathers so much. It's just, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, so here's another hair care product that I love. This is from the brand Away, and this is their like hair care leave-in treatment. Smells so good, and whenever I get out of the shower, I spray this in my hair, and it smells like Gucci Guilty. I've talked about that before because it has the bergamot in it. Smells so good, and you always just need a leave-in conditioner when you get out of the shower because you need it, okay? just take my word for it. But that smells so good, and I really like it. I love leave-in conditioners. I would not be anywhere without them. They're super good. So here's another thing that I would totally recommend. This is the best. This is Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. So it looks like that. Let me show you the inside if it's not too disgusting. I have like a million of these. Oh, I haven't even opened this one yet. I have another one, you guys know, or maybe you don't know, but what am I saving this for? Anyway, you get a lot of products. See how much there is in there? So it smells like a dream. It smells so good. It's like super coconutty, and I actually bought one of these. This is a good tip. Buy one of these like if you go on a vacation, and you'll always remember that vacation is smelling like this. I've actually bought this when I was with my boyfriend's parents in Disney World, and like I always can remember it now. But it smells so good, but it really makes your skin softer, and I feel like it really does kind of almost like tighten it up a little bit. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it's just a really good body butter, I guess, cream. I just put it on my legs and stuff, and it just is like, it's so moisturizing. It's the best. So I would really look into that. Okay, final two things. These are both from Drunk Elephant, so I'll just show them both at the same time here. So this is the Luxury Face Oil, and then this is the like Sabuki, what is this? Sukari Baby Facial TLC. So these two are actually kind of like, they sell them together. They sell this one, and it's supposed to come with a little one of these, but I have the big one of this also. So you probably haven't seen me talk about Drunk Elephant that much on my channel, because to be honest with you, what most people don't tell you, it's not, the other stuff I don't think is that great. I'll just be totally honest. The two things right here I have tried and I am impressed with. So this baby facial is so good, but it has 25% AHA and 2% BHA. So I always use this acronym when I'm talking about AHA and BHA. The A in AHA works above your skin. It helps resurface like dead skin cells and exfoliates and stuff like that. And then the BHA works below, so the B stands for below, and it works below your skin to like, you know, churn out all that nasty stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So anyway, it's super powerful, and it stings like a fucking bitch, but it's just, it leaves your skin so soft. The reason why I say that the other Drunk Elephant stuff is just not, in my opinion, the best value is just because I don't know if I don't know how on board I am with luxury skincare, because what a lot of people don't tell you is that like the only way you're really gonna get rid of wrinkles if you already have them is just Botox. Like, so that's, you know, I don't know. I haven't really heard a compelling argument yet for expensive skincare, so that's just probably what's keeping me from it. I'm sure there's great stuff out there, but this stuff is just so good because it does resurface your skin, and it just is like the smoothest thing ever. However, I will say, I would try to use this up quickly, because I've noticed that it has become less potent over me keeping it. Like, I think it truly is something that does expire, where it's like an eyeshadow, it expires, but does it really? You know, type of thing. So yeah, try to actually use that consistently, but not overuse it, obviously. This though is so good. This is the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. It's so good, and when you put it on your skin at night, you really wake up and you're like, whoa, what happened? It is luxurious. It's the best face oil I've ever used personally. It says apply 2 to 3 drops, and then like seriously, you wake up and it's like baby skin. It just is so soft and supple. Don't like that word, but it's super good. So here's another thing too. Maybe if you can, oh, by the way, try to find maybe these in a kit too, if you want to try them out that way first. Okay, one more thing, I forgot to mention this, but I have to mention it, but this was in my actual bedside nightstand. I use this every single night, and it is the best lip butter that I've probably ever found. And this is again from Sol de Janeiro. It's the Brazilian Kiss lip butter. So it looks like that, and that's what it looks like right there. Sometimes when I use lip products, it feels like they make my lips even more chapped. I get that a lot with a lot of products. I get that with the Drunk Elephant lip butter, which I do have. So this is just, to me, it's just moisturizing. It feels like butter, it's coconutty, but it like is actually hydrating, and it does not dry your lips out. It's not gonna make them crack and fall off and flake off and just ugh. So I really recommend that. So anyway, that's everything that I would recommend for this upcoming VIB sale. If you want to check out any of this stuff, let me know if you end up getting it. I would love to know. It's just some great stuff. Tried and true. Let me know, actually leave a comment down below. I would love to know what you're gonna pick up or what you would recommend to me, because I am gonna be looking to buy some things. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.